17-year-old Diego Leo has signed all documents to become a Man United player. Ruben Amorim has sent his support to Antony dos Santos, saying, "I'll do anything to support him to become the world-class player he was at Ajax." Meanwhile, Arsenal have set their conditions if they are going to attempt to sign Marcus Rashford. But are they bearable conditions? Welcome to United Sport. My name is Webb. It's the match day eve, and obviously, on a day like this, you expect a lot to come through, especially in terms of press conferences and talk from the manager. We'll get into that a bit later. But for now, let's talk about what has been done now. It has been confirmed by Fabrizio Romano that indeed, like I told you before the deal was done, listen, Diego Leo, the 17-year-old sensation from Cerro Porteño in Paraguay, has finished signing all documents to become a Man United player, and he will become a Man United player, of course, in 2025 in the summer. That's when he's expected to join in. When he officially turns 18, that's when he will be eligible to join Man United and play for them. Of course, there will be an acclimatization trip that is expected to be organized earlier in July. That's when he's expected to go to Carrington and Old Trafford and have a tour, an acclimatization tour of the Old Trafford, so that by the time he officially joins the team later on, he's at least felt a bit of what it's like to be at Man United. So this left back is considered a generational talent as well, one who can grow together with the likes of Lenny Yoro. So the idea for Manchester United is to try and balance it up because they do want to have young players developing together, and in a few years turn Man United into something else, into an unplayable team. So that's the progress that has been made. A total of about £6 million is what Man United will pay to this team in Paraguay. So that's why we are now moving on, of course, from that. Still talking transfers, Arsenal are believed to have the set their conditions if they are going to have an attempt on Marcus Rashford. They are saying that it has got to be for a fee that they can manage, especially the wages, because they do know that Marcus Rashford has been earning insane wages at Man United, or he's still earning insane wages. I'm making it sound past like he's no longer a Man United player. He is. He could even be in the squad to play tomorrow if he impresses the manager that is in training. But listen, so Arsenal have apparently set conditions saying that it's got to be at a wage they can match, and not the £350,000 per week that is earning at Man United. There is no way they're giving him that, but they are willing to make a move for Marcus Rashford because they do believe he could be a solution to their left wing problems. Now, questions, of course, will come. Many United supporter will be asking, is it smart of Man United to sell a player born in their academy, bred by them, born and bred by Man United, to Arsenal? I think in this day and age, really, it's okay. I don't think we are still at that level where you can't sell to an enemy, to a rival, rather. I mean, we've got players. We've got Robin Van Persie, who won us a Premier League title from Arsenal. He's never won one at Arsenal. He came and scored goals for fun, wins it at Arsenal. We've got players from Tottenham Hotspurs. I think it's okay in this day and age. And yet back then, the rivalries were even more intense. I believe now it's so okay for Man United to sell to Arsenal. Well, of course, in terms of footballing reasons, people will fear that we cannot gift a player of the potential of Marcus Rashford to Arsenal. I think if we don't see any value in him no more, it is okay for him to go join a rival like Arsenal. Even if he turn up to be good, it's upon us to work on ourselves and be better than them. So for me, I think it will be an okay move because I still want to see Rashford playing football in England, and we see whether he is completely done with football. Has he completely lost the passion for the beautiful game, or is he able to rejuvenate himself playing in another team at the same level as Man United? So for me, I actually want to see him, like I've been saying consistently. I would want to see Rashford stay in the Premier League, but it is said that he fancies the idea of playing in Spain. According to Fabrizio, he did hint that Marcus Rashford has before expressed his ideal destination away from England, being Spain. I believe he will take the Spanish league by storm. I wonder which teams in Spain would be interested in taking him. Probably a coach like Diego Simeone could be the character that he might need to milk the football left in him because of how he handles his players. He's a hard loving manager. That is Diego Simeone at Atletico Madrid. So you feel maybe Marcus Rashford could be a decent addition to Atletico Madrid in case he chose to go to Spain. So that's of course where we are. It's still unclear what will exactly happen with Marcus Rashford, whether he will indeed leave Man United and start the new challenge that he says is ready for, or is the new challenge the one being led by Ruben Amorim at Man United? Is that the one he was saying he was ready for? But of course, from Henry Winter, I was listening to him speak after that interview he had, the exclusive he had with him, and it's clear this boy is looking away from Man United. Where will he go? Is it Arsenal or Spain? Give me your 2 cents about it. Where would you see Rashford succeed away from United? Now, away from Rashford, let's talk about those players who want to fight for their place at Man United. Antony Dos Santos, speaking in the press conference, Ruben Amorim has made it clear that he wants to help Antony Dos Santos get back to the levels he was at Ajax. He played against him while he was still at Ajax, and he knew the player he was, dangerous, very good at 1v1s, but Antony has lost his confidence. So Amorim is saying he's willing to help him get back to that level if he can work hard, and he sees him trying to work hard every day, but he's going to support him to get back to that level. Now, if you listen to that, if you are one of those who expected that in the next 10 days or so, Antony Dos Santos is going to be among the players we are talking about being sold in January, maybe you might be wrong. For starters, Antony Dos Santos's contract runs out in 2028. That's a bit of some time. He signed a long contract with Man United. So meaning, if he shows the right attitude to work hard, there is no way you can just come out there and tell him, you push him out. Unless he himself wants to leave and he has admitted that it's done for him at Man United. But Antony knows that if he left Man United now, it's probably going to be to a very small team, a very small club, which I don't think he would want, because you don't move away from earning 200,000 quid per week to go to a team that will barely give you 50,000 or so. So Antony knows he has got to fight. At least the beauty with Antony's situation is the fact that he's got the right attitude, right head on his shoulders, playing with his heart, working hard, but also he has got edge on his side. He's not 28 or 27 like Marcus Rashford. He's just about 23 years of age. So for a player, I think he's a bit young. You cannot write him off completely. So probably Antony has got every chance to rejuvenate and redeem himself under Ruben Amorim, who has committed to support him, like he has committed to support players to perform at Man United. Man United supporters, I know, me inclusive, had given up on him, but that was before we got a head coach in Ruben Amorim. I strongly believe that Amorim is the kind of coach who can turn around any player into what they can potentially be, especially if the players got the right head on his shoulders. If you're a player with an arrogance, a wrong attitude, like some have shown, certainly it's impossible for for any head coach to help you. But I do believe Antony is a humble lad. I think I can give that to him. I give it. At least I got a chance to see him face to face, and he waved at me. He did have to, but the way he waved at me, you read someone, and for some reason you can see he's a good boy, really. So I wish him well, honestly, without any qualm. So that's pretty much the morning update for you today. Of course, I will be back with more, because trust me, on the eve of match day, you expect more to come from Ruben Amorim. Expect him to talk more a bit later today. And of course, we'll be previewing the game against Bournemouth, a team that has got a player in Milos Kerkez that Man United has shown interest in before. But most importantly, a big team beater. That's the giant killer. For this season, every season has got their giant killer. I think this this Bournemouth team could be the giant killer for this season. He has given Man City a run for their money, showed Arsenal what they are made of. They have done everything to show that they are the team. So it's very, very important to see how we handle them. So it's an important game. Now there's a boy called Tyler J. Dibling who currently plays midfield for Southampton. He's only 18, but he's such a talent, and he's been linked with several clubs, including Man United. Now this boy is at Southampton, who seem to be destined to be relegated, and clubs are hoping that Southampton indeed get relegated so that they pull him out. It's easier to get a talented young player like Dibling from Southampton if Southampton are relegated. And you know that Southampton have always had an academy that produces the best players for teams like Man United, Liverpool, name them. So watch out for that boy. He's only 18, but he's such a talent. And he's one of those that United are reportedly looking at potentially getting in the next either summer or even in January if indeed they can try to convince Southampton to get him. Remember, United's strategy now is to sign young players, very young players. But Tyler Dibling, I think, is quite it would be a decent signing. He's priced at about 20 million pounds. That's a bit of the fee that Southampton would ask for him. Not so much money for a team that is building a project around youngsters. I think if he's indeed good enough, maybe he's one they can bring in, perhaps to try and join the youngins that United has signed from all over. That's pretty much what I've got for you this morning. I'll be back later previewing tomorrow's game, also reacting to Ruben Amorim's official press conference. Cheers, fam.